Hey there, grumpy old fart here. We've all heard stories throughout history and various mythology and virtually every culture on the planet of accounts of the wee folk, little people who arrive and cause mischief, abduct people, and sometimes lend a helping hand. In Scandinavia, they're sometimes called trolls. In Mexico, they're called Eakals, Ihkals, Eakles. In Malaysia, they're called Bunyans, Bunians, Bunyans. In the British Isles, they're called leprechauns and Sleamaith, Sleaghmaith, good folk. In France, they're called fays or fees, fairies, and fions. These little people are divided in basically historically into two groups, good and evil. Author Jenny Randles commented that the consistency between belief in such entities is truly remarkable. And the more I did research, oh my God, she's right. The little people essentially got around. The sightings and visitations of these entities, because I was originally, when I was doing this video, I started researching alien abductions and alien visitations and things like that. And I came across these stories, and oh my God, you gotta read them. They're ridiculous. The sightings and visitations of these entities were recorded in tomes of priests and scholars from centuries past, over thousands of years. When compared to each other, these events follow certain fixed patterns. And in the book Alien Agenda, the author Jim Marrs talks about this as well. I got a lot of the information from him as well, so keep that in mind. The appearance of the little people bears a striking resemblance to modern-day UFO occupants reported by witnesses. The methods of travel were very similar as well. The sudden appearance of strange circular houses at night, which contained strange lamps which use no fuel, which would later fly away. The entities which inhabit these strange houses had the ability to paralyze witnesses, transport them through time, and even take them away. Sometimes these entities would even hunt animals. I mean, okay, look at what you got here. Paralyzed witnesses. We get that all the time. Even in when they wake up, it's at night, and the dream paralysis, I think it's called, something like that. But they get that a lot as well. Transporting them through time. That's a lot like missing time, because if you have a visitation by one of these creatures, one of these entities, and then you lose 5 hours, it's the same thing as being transported through time. You see what I'm saying? Missing time. I did a video on that. Go check that out. And of course, there are some abductees who never return. So, and when they talk about these entities hunting animals, to me that reminds me a lot of the cattle mutilations and things like that. And which happens to more than just cattle. I'm just saying. Back in the day, before they had organized agriculture with livestock and like that, maybe they were hunting deer and elk and like that. You never know. This is there's a guy named Dr. Jacques Vallée. He's a UFO legend. I did a video about him. Check that out. He said that this is an age-old and worldwide myth that has shaped our belief structures, our scientific expectations, and our view of ourselves. To me, it's amazing how much the reports of modern-day UFO sightings, abductions, and alien encounters resemble the encounters of the little people of old. Perhaps these non-human entities are one and the same, and their visitations have been happening far longer than anyone would like to admit. I mean, honestly, who knows? And again, it would be one thing if this happened in one place, in one area of the world, on one continent. But this is literally all over the world, from Indonesia, Scandinavia, Mexico, Malaysia, Great Britain, the British Isles, France. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, I've even found some accounts from Africa. It's crazy. And they can't all be wrong, and they didn't have telephones to coordinate their quote-unquote hoaxes. So when people write about this kind of thing, you kind of got to, when a priest puts it in a book, you got to kind of take him at his word, especially when he's writing about crazy shit like this. You know what I'm saying? So when these people from all around the world are reporting the exact same thing for thousands of years, you got to kind of put some weight behind it. I'm just saying. This could be a much bigger thing than people would like to admit. That's all I'm saying. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good day now. God bless one and all. UFOlogist, a scientific representative of a pacifist race called the Gandhiri, is sent away as an exchange officer. His objective, to learn the one skill his species never developed, to fight. And he's sent to learn that skill from the one species who does it better than any other in the galaxy, humans. If you like science fiction with an upbeat military tone, check out my novel, Vanguard 1.